Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So today we're gonna go ahead and grab Jinako's third SG, and also get Taiga's object that's in the last floor of this labyrinth. Be ready to teleport away with where is it? I have one, right? Return crystal might actually be the one time these things are actually useful, since yeah, you have to. I mean, you don't really have to. It's just easier. It's a very convenient way to just get back once you get the Tiger's thing. So yeah, let's just get to it, shall we? Floor 12 is now accessible with the level 28. So yeah, let me just take a look. Yeah, let's go. Life. Well, that's not good. Huh? What is this? A skull and crossbones abruptly appeared above my head. This is ominous. It doesn't get more ominous than this. So that's where it is. So that there is a countdown. To your end, Haku. Your death sentence. Shiniko's voice echoes through the labyrinth. It should be a more regular transmission, but it sounds ominous. Like she is satisfied with herself. Yeah, she really is. You hear me? Once the number hits you, you're a goner. No resets allowed. Yeah, problem is that number is pretty big. Got it? I warned you. Anything happens, it's your own damn fault. The sentinel in the labyrinth's voice wanes and grows distant, and indescribable gravity lingers on its trail. The number displayed there is certainly ticking down for each passing moment. Is this a time attack floor? No. Even if it's a time limit, why are there so many digits? If it's by the second, we have plenty of time. If I go about this poorly, I'll have months. Wait, won't stick years. Wow, you're quite skilled, able to read numbers over your own head. I want to try writing on your head too. A little bit. Ah, yes. I'll just decide. So, digit of death. That's rather morbid. I hate both pain and death. Fortunately, these digits here are aligned with a sleeping hippopotamus. That said, I'm still reluctant to press on. Saber isn't acting flustered, which distracts me from my apprehension. But to be honest, it wasn't really that big of a shock to me. Right now, Jinako's state of mind is what has me concerned. Like back with Rin and Rani, her mind isn't working to remove foreign invaders, it's working to reject them. Jinako said we'll end up in the same place. I don't know what she's trying to tell me with that, but I can't leave this lying, lonely girl alone. Let's look for Jinako. Let's go open the door to the outside. Let's go find her home. Yeah, that's not... There isn't actually a time, a limited time to do this lore. You can just do whatever you want. That's just the way that Jinako to put a little scare on you. Also, get ready for teleporting floors. Wonderful. It's not as bad as other games like SMT or... yeah, right now I'm only remembering like SMT... Or, I think it was one of the SMT games. I know there was one of the Atlas RPGs that just has a horrible teleporting section. That's Shindeko's original, the loop-de-loop word. Go ahead and waste your counts on elements of the labyrinth without no one asked for. Hiya. Alright, same as usual. Nice attack there, nice defense, and we just go attack and we're done. There we go. It really is just a roundabout, nothing really we can do here, so we just go back. But other than that, we have this area here. Right here, and then there we go to the this one here. into... Right, we can see her over there. This is like our final objective here. But there's nothing we can do right now. So let's go for green, which is just gonna get us over there. Let's take out this dude. And off we go. Alright, that should be more than enough. I don't think he's gonna guard. He isn't. Nice. 700? Not bad, not bad. We're doing good damage on the guys. One more should do it. Yeah, that sucks. Nice critical. Alright, normal attacks now should do it. Perfect. That should be enough. And off he goes. We're at 27. We need to be at 28 when this at the end of this level. I think we got it. There we go, another area here. Hiya. I think he's gonna attack, yeah. Most of the attacks. Right, this guy's annoying because he can paralyze us. Let's just heal her up. There we go, we'll take the hit for the first one and the guy here. Another blue teleport. Gets us here. This guy just guarding that area there. Yeah, that should be enough. Ah, he guarded. Damn, that sucks. He's gonna attack. There we go. This last one should do it. There we go. Nice. Oh yeah, another return crystal. That's great, actually. It's a shame the map doesn't show the teleporters. Kinda have to fumble around to get it. Anyways, let's take care of that guy. We want that thing over there. Gonna have to fumble around here too. We got a chain. Awesome. I don't think it's enough to kill. One more. Ah, so close. Ah, that's perfect. Here we go. We got a remedy, which is somewhat useful. No, what are you doing, buddy? I need to heal next turn. Heal again. Yeah, that was pretty good. Nice, we got a crit. We got hit. I got hit again. And he got an even. Well, it's time to heal again. There we go. Pretty close to leveling up already, which is great. There we go, exciting somewhere. I am just gonna go ahead and unlock this area here. And let's go back to the campus. Got a shortcut unlocked. Let's go back to campus so we can talk to Taiga there, and also to heal up. Because this exciting swimmer is exactly what she wants. Ah, that's... Thank you, Shinami. So you brought me the tool to swim across the ocean. Now I'll be in a cinch to break out of here. I'll give you this gift as thanks. I found it literally while excavating inside the school. Please help yourself. We got the Tiger's silent lamp. Alright, teacher's gonna dive off the roof. I'll get in touch with you, so if I make it. Keep your nose in textbooks until then. And that's it for this chapter for Taiga. Let's go to my room to check out the thing. The Taiga lamp is that thing right there. Along with either a music box or a jewelry box. It's an oil lamp. It's pretty nice. It's nothing too exciting, but then again, it doesn't really need to be. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going into the dungeon. Already opened the shortcut, so we don't really need to do much of anything. Just go. Oh, no, it wasn't this one, sorry. Yeah, we need to go to the other area. The other pink one. This one here. There we go. Alright, let's see what's up with you. After egressing from the labyrinth cemetery, we saw cemetery, that's a weird way to say it. We saw a room. In that room is Jinako, all alone. Saber surveys the space, but Launcher is nowhere to be found. We unexpectedly arrived at the destination, yet again very quickly, or not. The path continues further past here. And you reached our goal. Good job. I'll tell you something as a reward. The SG for this labyrinth is Curse of Death. Without hesitation, she said something outrageous. I didn't have time to get startled before she continued. And I'll let you on something else too. If you want the SG, someone's gotta die. Someone has to die. Jinako herself has fainted indifference still. After firing her verbal bullets through my heart, she loosens a bundle of grenades on me with that too. This is inexcusable. I demand you correct that arrogance of yours. A menacing Saber draws closer to a totally defenseless Jinako. This is bad. I get why she's angry, but this is the one shortcut to the end I don't want to take. If we defeat Jinako without obtaining her SG, the entire student council will be trapped in the far side of the Moonsal, and an escape will be impossible.
Stop!
There's certainly a condition we can't simply ignore. You said someone must die, but when that happens, what happens to... oh my god. But then what happens to Hakuno's countdown? If we impose a burden of this curse of death upon all challengers of the labyrinth... Yeah, well, duh. If you were to get that SG, you would presumably finish clearing the labyrinth, so the countdown should stop, right? Heck if I know. Anywho, it's simple, yo. You don't need to sweat small stuff on this floor. It's only it's the only near tip tree I got for you. What? That's not very funny. Like hell we're gonna accept a requirement like that. That's right. We can't possibly ignore this. This is a plot by BB, taking advantage of the characteristics of Xenaco's SG. It just hit me! One man loses the battle yet wins the war. I've got the most genius idea! Aurora erupts enough to shatter the deadly silence. It wasn't a labyrinth signal, it was a live voice reaching my ear. But from where? Old man. It's too noisy. We're going to suspect. Actually, relay your signal. It appears that Monji Gatou is visually observing you from the vicinity of the labyrinth entrance. Huh? How is he doing that? That's incredible but scary. Aye, good work, Treasure Ronnie. I thank you. That urna on your forehead isn't just for show. Off to report to Hakuno Shinami now. Unlike to dial down this volume, Gato transmission reaches me. After all the trouble he's been He's been in after warning him he's going to try and tackle the labyrinth alone, again, and without a servant. Sorry about bothering when you're busy, Hakuno Kishinami. Do you hear me? Too loud. Okay, sorry. Actually, I have a super secret strategy this time. I want to modestly instruct you on it so very badly. And basically, you know, I don't really mind this countdown stuff, but those enemies wandering here are a tad scary. Therefore, it's time for you to answer my summons, like the ever-descending gods and the Buddha do for me. Would you like for you to return to the labyrinth entrance? Both sides, come back, Hakuno. I've never heard such a blatant, caustic, confidential conversation. I involuntarily meet eyes with Jinako. Jinako was scowling, fed up with it, but soon simply shrugged off with disinterest. So it has. However, see how that grown man supplicates us without shame. Let's turn back, Praetor. Everyone in the student council is likely speechless. I presume was probably unsure what to make of this. That said, it's not like I myself have a solution, unfortunately. Let's start heading back to the labyrinth entrance and meeting with the Gatou. A genius plan. But is it really, Gatou? Is it a stupid plan you took 3 seconds to make up, or will turn into shrimp chili? Whoa, that's our famous stubborn hot dogger and microwave everything granny for you. Yes, your concerns are understandable. But believe me now, and trust this to me, with the same sentiment as one who rides the Titanic. It's 3 minutes until the iceberg. Don't. Like I just told you, you can't get the SG unless someone dies. So no sort of brute force is gonna fly. Want to kill me and find out? If you're fine with it, Haku, and it's no biggie for me. There's no way I can answer the provocation. Let's see if we got to the labyrinth entrance and give him a genius plan shot. You're right, let's go. That's why there's a shortcut in this labyrinth here. This way, right? Alright, Gatou, what's your genius plan? Now Gatou shows up. Looks like he's evacuated temporarily. It was always like... was he always this wild? No. Have this much sense? Good to see you again. I just dropped in myself. Oh, I'm serious. I wasn't waiting, not at all. But hey, Shinami, I know I'm the one who called you here, but don't you feel tired? In the matter of Jizo, I shall wait here, stopping by the old school to prepare isn't a bad choice. Once I make my move, my cataclysmal grand strategy will go off immediately. Explosion! No doubt, I'm going in, that kind of thing. If you need to mentally prepare before that, be sure to do some shopping, or consult President Leo. Then you should go get it all out of the way. Although it's obvious, Gatou is always capable of thinking about others. Taking his advice and going back to the old school should be fine. I mean, I guess we can talk to Leo and the gang while we're here. I'm not gonna need to return Crystal just yet. Let's see what the other guys have to say. To resolve one losing before one's fight, then running wholeheartedly from that truth. Sad, isn't it? Her flight will assuredly lead her nowhere. I think that she, the one running, knows that better than anyone else. The darkness with Jinako Karigiri's heart, though shallow, is rooted deep. Her self-harm is slow and insidious. Feeling more motivated? For me, at least, I'm starting to really look forward to getting to know you in the near side. Okay, no, it's just the usual. Alright, let's just go ahead. Let me take a look at my items. Yeah, let me check if there's any new mystic codes to buy, just in case. Not particularly useful. Imp belt, negates single staff buff. This one's a bit useless. I guess we can try buy one of this. Although I'm not really gonna use it. The amount healed by that thing is pretty minuscule, so it's not really worth it. Better just get the stuff to do the thing, right? And let me put on the... where is it? Exorcist Blade, let's go and use that one. Alright, off we go. Alright, buddy, what is it you wanted? So let's go ahead and do a quick save here. What do you want then? I'm ready. Good. Let's let our charge commence. I hereby place my humble life upon your hands. What? Gatou immediately heads off into the labyrinth, like what a mother cat does. His stride might just pick us up and pull us along the neck. Hold on, before we go, tell us of the repercussions and promises of your proposal in words we can understand. That's right, just what is this idea you invited me to hear? Yes, about that. Forgive me, I have no such thing. That was my means as in, to justify my ends. What? Huh? So, a lie. How's this old man spouting? Does this look like the time to be telling jokes? He's just full of hot air. His statement went so far that even Shinji, who isn't even in the student council room, chimed in. Looks like he was speaking into us from somewhere. I'm dutifully accepting your ire. However, I, Monchi Gatou, must use any means necessary to meet Jinako. To do that, I mustn't be occupied with such trivial labyrinth traps and enemies. Haku Shinami, Lady Saber, I apologize, but I request that you indulge in my selflessness. Come, to the pessimist sentinel, we haven't the leisure to stroll, for the counter above our heads continues to fall. And off he goes. And whose fault is that? Is a question I had no time for, as Gatou pushes forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not much we can do about it. We can just go back to the room Jinako was in. Anyways, you can just go ahead and go to the area where we meant to go. There we go. This map's kind of small, so nothing really so special going on. Anyways, Jinako, here we go again. We drag ourselves back to where Jinako is. She even stuck around for us. Jinako looks at Gatou with blank stare. Gatou does his thing and plucks himself down on the ground, cross-legged in front of her. At least I was able to meet you in person. Your expression really and truly does look awful. So naggy, man. You planning on lecturing me? Or did you want to prove your worth by showing how helpful you are? Looking for a place to settle in the student council, old man? Hahaha. The Earth has no such place where I belong. Not anywhere. I certainly did run around the world, but the answer I sought was nowhere to be found. Diving into this room was my last hope, and when I finally meet with the truth, she said, "Yeah, there's no answer," and left. It's kind of a funny way to say it. This moon was my last hope. Alright, so yeah, R.I.P basically said, "Yeah, there's no answer," and dipped. No, she's planning to come back right away. No, why? My goddess is a merciful one. After our single defeat, she unmistakably forgave me by speaking the words, "Gatou, get to work." I think she said that. She didn't, but alright. Well, enough about me. For the time being, let's talk about us humans. We wanted to hear your voice. Gross. Your sideburn, creep. I guess he has some sort of sideburn. Jinako isn't a Christian or Buddhist. And even less interested in offering your sketchy god anything. Not even a single tin of cat food, Dumbo. Yeah, he has like minimal sideburns. Precisely. Now that your creed is desperate, consider praying to my resplendent god. When one door shuts, another window opens. If you sincerely object to even that, then try complaining about something. I'd never fail to clear my ears every morning. I've been telling you, man. There's no such thing as gods. Uh, luckily we don't have Kasa with us. If any sort of god exists, then it's death. And that's it. The only thing I can believe is heavy. And it's cold enough to make your fingers stick. The touch of death. Better. Saber whispers, low and glances sideways at me, telling me to go check the 5 meditations in my left arm. But I reply shaking my head. I've yet to sense any indication of SG. Yeah, that was never any sort of god. That's because God abandoned me. After all, it doesn't matter. No matter where you go in this world, it all belongs to the chosen geniuses. Like you, Haku. Don't tell me otherwise, old man. You're a dummy, but you're a genius when it comes to affirming this world, right? But no geniuses can break this wall. Death is absolute. It treats everyone the same. There are no geniuses or mediocre beings in Death's eyes. There isn't anyone who doesn't fear death, which means there's nothing to blame me for. As a human being, not moving a single step is to be expected. I have to admit it is true. Try talking to me about the cause of your rage. I'll absolve you of your sins, all in one go. I don't get what you mean. Ruthless monks saving a totally worthless person. Don't make one pixel of sense. Isn't this enough? I don't want to speak another word. You gave me plenty enough company, right? It's pointless to chase after me. Only death lies ahead. No killing, just simple death. Haku, Gatou, you won't be spared. Not the student council, bunch, nor the AIs, nor the NPCs. No one gets spared. Anyways, no one. Our destiny is here to turn into Spiritrons, form and disappear. Minako. Puffing away again. Hold it, Shinako. And off he goes. Wait, Manjigato, don't go alone. You will perish. Once again, Jinako slipped away further into the labyrinth. And we're losing sight of Gatou now that she's chasing after problems double out of nowhere. There still hasn't been an ASC reaction. I wonder if we should really keep going deeper in. Traitor, concern for others is good and fine. Don't forget about the curse suspended over your own head. I guess I can sympathize though. We mustn't leave those two to their own devices, even if together. And off we go again. So on the displays are PBS and aggregator sites, carefully left around our manga, games, junk food and stuff. This is the only place where that looks like Jinako's room back in the old school. So Jinako, this is her own comfy space. I mean, I understandable. Let me just clear the whole map. Alright, let's go then. It's a pretty... Okay, buddy. It's pretty much just a straight line to the place we need to go. We got a nice little fossil here. You never know. Alright, boss time. Alright, that should be more than enough to end this guy. We do 800. Perfect. Each time. 700. Almost 800. As long as he doesn't guard. We're pretty good. Now, last one. There we go. Stun him and last hit. There we go. So yeah. Give us a level up. Nice. Right, this isn't a dead end. We just have to, there we go, find the place. I think there's more than one. Yeah, there's two. There we go. Let's go this way first. Let's go full defense here. almost done. Keep going. And that should be enough.
世のマスターはセダこうしてそなたと戦えること。
Got a remedy, which not good.
もっと積み上げるがよい。
I have to basically. There we go. That's just for the item. You can tell there's a slight difference. It's pretty hard to tell. Sometimes go here. Let's just go for full defense either way. Nice. There we go. Anyways, the path is that way. You can see the floor here a little bit. Discoloring. Come here. Yo. This way, just check around the other places. Nope, alright. That's good to check. Again, it's pretty much a straight line. There's nothing, not much to look at here. Just guarding, just burst out of there. Nice, done. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The extra does it. A full 600. Yeah, it was bait. Very good bait, but there was. To get that one, you have to go through here. See? And then we have this little dude here. Probably something like this. With our luck, we're gonna get stunned. Oh, we didn't get stunned. Oh man, that was really bad. Holy hell, my guy. Yeah, no, that was just bad. Holy hell. This is gonna be defense. Let me see. There we go. Luckily they have that that was the correct way to go, by the way, so just gotta go down here so I can get the other areas. Yeah, just go grab this first. Go ahead, do a save. And then we have to actually fight that guy, so yeah. Alright, let's see what you're up to. It's gonna be guard, guard, break, break, guard, guard. Nah, it was a triangle then, okay. Alright, we're almost done with you. Okay, it's gonna be this then. Alright, that's enough. And he's gone. See you later. Nice, more patterns open. It's leveling up, that's pretty good. Shockwave, second strike. Alright, if you say so. What time we have it? Stun twice and defeats weaker enemies. I guess we can take a look at it here. There we go. As you see, it strikes 2 times, which is great actually, meaning you get 2 chains for free. Anyways, I'm just gonna go for this while we're at. Since we are so close to the fountain, might as well, right? There we go. 800 damage. We're doing pretty good on this one. Speed up a little bit. There we go. Oops, no. Might as well save here. There we go. A little bit of a thing because Hakuno is a bit slow, I will say. It's this way. Alright, now I can go normally. There it is. Well, this is one of those things you have to come back later. Like in the, after we get the SG, like in another day. So nothing we can do there. Try going like other ways, but no. There's a teleporter there. But we can't activate it right now. See, nothing here, nothing here. Just go forward. There it is. With a giant barrier right away. We finally arrived at the innermost section of the 12th floor. Juniko is standing statue still in the back of this room. Still no signs of Karna. Juniko has stayed all alone since the 11th floor. If her wish is for death itself, then what could Karna possibly do about it? All I can do, and I can do even less. Juniko's dispassionate voice echoes through the labyrinth. It sounded to me like that prank she made once before. Juniko's tone doesn't sound serious either. Just thinking about budging a single inch makes me all the tendons and muscles in my body squeak with a voiceless wail. This is giving me goosebumps. The sensation, isn't that what awaits those who are defeated in the Holy Grail War?
それが最後の SG 欲しいならあげるっす。でも死ぬっすよ。奏者よ、めったなことを考えるでないぞ。価値ある犠牲などは所詮聖女のたわごとだ。決して希望を捨てず諦めぬ闘志こそが活路を開く、というのは無論建前だが、このような死に方全く美しくないではないか。
Yeah, you're kinda right, Saber. There's nothing to suspect. This is a trap, but I don't think it's likely that Juniko built a wall like this on her own. Yeah, it's likely with BB's help, really. BB probably gave her a hand. I'm sure that BB is looking down on us and chuckling over how frightened we are at Biadef's door. But if that's the case, then I...
行かぬなら行かせてもらおう。
That's his character arc.
追い越してしまっていたか。しかし貴様、いつもの能天気ぶりはどうした。落としてきたか。
この辺りが頃合いよ。ジナコカリギリの俗念と呵責。俺がいただく。
Gatou? What's going on? This doesn't feel right somehow. I don't see iota of his usual irksomeness. This expression is either anger or fear. I see enlightenment, and is that pity? In any case, Gatou is going for the wall of death. I say... This isn't the time to be showing off. You can't do this, Gato. There's no sense in it.
どうもこうもない。これが小生の役割なのだ。ポジションメイキングである。
Give me a second before he goes in. You'll just be throwing your life away. Can't do this, Gato. No sense in it, and it is the same thing.
どうもこうもない。
Okay, yep, it's basically the same thing, so let's go. As slipping through the entrance curtain of a casual izakaya bar, Gato smoothly steps into that domain. Chico's body snaps stiff with horror. I sense the machinations of the labyrinth ruthless unfold. I was unable to even react fast enough to against Gato's overly composed determination. No, I had a sliver of a margin to stop him, but a super progressive determination swelled up behind Gato.
おっさん、もう止めらんないから、それ。あんたは分解される。ムーンセルから跡形もなくなる。死ぬんだ。おっさん無駄に体がでかいから、人より処理に時間がかかるかもだけどね。
おっさんではない。坊さんであると言ったはずだ。ああ、それと一つ言い忘れておった。策がないと言ったな。すまぬが、あれこそが嘘だ。死なねばならないと聞いて、小生の出番とピンときてな。
Because he's already dead.
実は小生、すでに死んでおったのだ。いや、うすうす感づいていたが、記憶を取り戻してはっきりしたわい。なので、ここで死しても同じこと。死者が死ぬことで SG が手に入るとは、これほどうまい妙案はありえまい。
Gato roars, laughing. But this isn't something we can just laugh off. Gato was already dead. He was probably defeated in the near side of the Holy Grail War. To tell the truth, I had a feeling that's how it was. I mean, Gato said it himself. My servant went away. His servant wasn't preyed on by Bibi's black noise. Before Gato was attacked by Bibi, he had already lost his servant. So basically, after he was defeated in the Holy Grail War, he was plunged into the far side. And so that's why, within the near side, Monjigato is a master who's already dead. He's a ghost that can't exist anywhere else, besides the far side of the moon. He's nothing more than a dead man's dream, having been processed by the moon cell as being defeated in the near side.
ガトー団長。
やっぱり、そうだったのね。
Yeah.
そう悲しむな、良きライバルたちよ。愚僧は力及ばず、聖杯戦争の4回戦で敗北し、容赦なく塵に帰った。だがその刹那、死は確定したものの、消滅する直前に BB が現れ、小生をこの裏側に引き込んだのだ。この体は元より死人。悲しむことはお門違いだ。死んだガトーがまた笑った。死んでからも役に立った二度おいしいウルトラグドウソウがいたのだと。
おっさん。うん。おっさんはおかしいっす。なんで笑えるっすか。こんなのいじめっす。聖杯戦争で負けて死んだと思ったら生きていて助かったって喜んでいたら現実を突きつけられて、おっさんはもっと怒ったり悲しんだりすべきっす。って私を救うとか言ってたけど、おっさんの方が何倍も救われないじゃん。
Yeah, that's just how he is.
あんなに神様言ってずっと信じてきたのに、神様はおっさんを救わない。そんなのおかしいと思わないの？不公平だらけじゃない。この世は全部残酷にできている。ハンピーは救われない。負け組は生まれた時から決まってる。死の運命は冗談みたいに落ちてくる。そうよ、何も悪いことをしてないのに私のパパとママは死んじゃった。普通に道を歩いてただけなのに映画みたいにぺしゃんことか笑えない。トラックの の事故って何？アイスバーンで滑ったって何？運がなかったって何？才能がない人間には運さえないっていうわけ？文句を言う機会さえ取り上げられてるの？やだ、私はもうやだ。こんなひどい放置プレイ耐えられない。神様はパパとママを見放した。私だって見放した。じゃあ生きていてもしょうがない。こんな社会どこにも救いはない。ネットの中ぐらいしか平等じゃない。だからしょうがないよね。私は何も悪くない。ネットに引きこもるのは当然だもん。うん、ネットだけが平等の暇つぶし。みんなで仲良く距離を保ってなんとなく仲間泣きができればいいんだ。みんなで妬み合って憎み合ってごちそうを分け合って笑い合って虚しさも分け合って、それでいい。あとはゆっくりいつか来る死を待ってるだけでいい。私は脱出なんてしない。私は何も期待しない。私は本当なんて聞きたくもない。だって初めからいなかった。みんなを見守ってくれる神様なんてどこにもいなかったんだから。
Like a broken dam, Jineko pours her heart out. Those cries didn't come from being trapped in the far side of the moon. They were pent up inside her long before. And Hakushinami has no answer for her cries. I can't even recall my memories from before the Holy Grail War. I'm probably not qualified to sympathize with Jineko's grief. If anyone can dispel her darkness, it's the one person, and one person only. Only Manji Gatou, who now standing on the drawn precipice of death, gazing at Jineko with full composure.
参ったのう。それは違う。それは違うのだ。その怒りは全くもって意味のないものなのだ。良いか、カリギリよ。お主は神様なんていないと言っておったが、それは間違いだ。神はいる。確かにいる。俺は世界を巡って多くの、あまりにも多くの神に触れてきた。土着の神がいた。侵略者の神がいた。営みから生まれた神がいた。営利から生まれた神がいた。恐るべきたたり神もいた。小生好みの肉感的な女神もいた。よくわからない萌え神もいた。まさに千差万別。八百万の概念は日本だけの話ではない。地球規模の話よ。その多種多様さに圧倒されながらも、俺はある事実に気づいた。すべての神にはある共通点があると。お主には言うまでもなかろう。現実世界において、個人を幸福にした神はこの惑星には存在しない。それで、ようやく悟った。この世に神は増します。されど、人を救う神は、ただなぜだかわかるか。単純なことだ。それは、アバターを彫った者は人間だからだ。人間とは、奪い、殺し、貪り、そして忘れるもの。おお、まさにスーパーニート。嘆かわしきかな。人間とはそもそもニートなのだ。何も悪いことではない。
Are you?
マジで？じゃあジナコさんが引きこもっているのも動物として普通なんすか？
Yeah, he's kind of agreeing with her, huh?
そうなのだ。なので衣食住が足りていればうちにこもるのは自明の理。基本人間は怠けるもの。
He's not even particularly wrong, huh?
ゆえに人間は己が悪であることを否定できないがゆえ、自らを罰したくて仕方がない。しかし愚かなるか、人間は人間を罰せられるのだ。何しろ 同じ穴の無地なだからな。そこで必要になったものが神だ。神々は人間を救わない。人々の理想によって性格を得た神。人間の望み通り。神とはこれ。人間への究極の罰なのだ。これが地上を駆け回り、全ての宗教を学んだ小生の結論である。
罰。神様が罰。
Part of Monte Gato's soul which composed him. At best, I expected these physical visual components to occupy no more than one small portion of his resources. Even that starting to clearly fade away. He's being tormented by an unimaginable agony and an unspeakable sense of loss. Despite that, Gatou explains merit with every more fluidity and increasing volume.
恐ろしい結論だった。俺は怒りに任せ、完全な神を求めた。人間の悪性にまみれていない原始の神聖を探し続けたのだ。その行為そのものが悪であると理解しながらな。まあそれはそれでよい。若気の至りだ。俺の反省などお主にする話ではないな。
Gato suddenly took a breath and looked at the palm of his hand. His fingertips were rippled with holes now, overflowing with noise. One couldn't even tell if he was holding up scissors or paper. Or he doesn't see himself as satisfied, perhaps.
カリギリよ。己と神を嘆くのは時間の無駄だ。なぜなら、神様はお前を見放したのではない。神は、初めから誰も見てはいない。お前は初めから誰にも見放されてはいない。
じゃあどうして自分だけこんなに苦しいんすか？どうして自分はどこにも行けないんすか
The sentinel wails and Gato nods. My left arm is reacting. It's a signal that an SG is materializing. Except, Mochigato's arm is shining too, with a far greater intensity. Gato wasn't bestowed with the 5 meditations technique, but his arm burns with a radiance that shouldn't be and shines dazzlingly.
どうしてどこにも行けなかったのか。なぜ悪行を犯していなかったのに、お主の人生は苦しかったのか。それは誰のせいでもない。わかるか？それはただ間が悪かっただけなのだ。
何それ？間が悪かった。
そうだ。お前自身の選択も、お前を取り巻く環境も。お前が良しとしてしかし手に入らなかったささやかな未来の夢も、それら全てがたまたまその時だけ噛み合わなかっただけなの。お主の人生はそれだけの話である。
His voice was humble yet bold. Thus spoke Gato. Such is your life, a fickle star. With his conclusion so cruel and detached, then how could Gato say those words with such moving and warm affirmation? To call someone little, a fickle star, life a fickle star, as if he were a teacher slapping some glittering stickers on a few homework assignments after their pupils slaved away to finish them.
そ 間に合わせの理屈なんかで済まされる話じゃない。間が悪かっただけなんて、そんなの無意味だし、デタラメだし。
Well, sometimes that's just how it is. Jinako screams again. You can hear her heart caving in on itself. What a cruel and certain that is more Jinako senses Gato's nearing death and brightens her as she shines. The thwarted monk's coercive lecture imparts onto Jinako's mind the absolute truth about the meaning and futility of death. Though likely blinded by now, Gato turns his eyes towards his arms and shines, satisfied. That's what it looks like to me.
Jinako, お主も悪い。だが周りも悪い。要は全てが悪かった。人生とはそんなものだ。全てが悪いのだから悲観するのはバカバカしいぞ。
バカはおっさんだよ。私なんかよりとっても嘘つきで、私よりずっとこってじゃないか。誰にも理解されてないじゃないか。
悲しいが悲しいだけだ。それとは別のところに喜びもまたあった。人生とは無意味という意味のせめぎ合いだ。なのでこう思うのだ、ワコード。ただ間が悪かったのだと。全ての物事は大抵それで片がつくぞ。騙されたと思って口にしてみるがいい。気持ち、心が軽くなるからな。
While laughing, Gato abruptly spins around. His face is hardly recognizable. His frail, noise-coated hand, what the hell was that? Nose? Hand reaches towards me, as if beckoning me, as if to grab at me.
そうじゃよ。
A chill jolts through me. This is a farewell. The moment I clutched his hand, it spontaneously disintegrated. For the slightest instant, he firmly grips back, enough to hurt. His grip felt like a gnarled, sun-baked rock. Delivered to me was Jinako Karigiri's final SG.
おっさん、そんなことを言うために、私なんかに伝えるためにここまで来たっていうの。
無論 SG なんぞよくわからぬ。勝手についてきよった。では小生はこれにて入滅。生涯をかけて物心を求めた男が死後さまよってはいられまい。聖者の役に立って消えるのならこれこそ善行。ジナコカリギリの棘も取れたし言うことなしである。ま、それはそれとして心の悩みはともかく体のだらしなさは節操の管轄外。
Being a dickhead even at the end.
さらばだジナコ。次に会う時までダイエットに勤しんでおれ。目標成人女性の平均65キロなり。
言ってるもん。それくらいキープしてるもん。私バカバカ。
強がりは焼き豚のもと。その虚言癖だけは生中には治らぬようだのう。
And off he goes. Gato disintegrates, laughing until the very end. He may have accepted that this would happen ever since he got his memories back. His strength deserves respect. Once he accepts that he is a dead man, he toiled for his allies until the very end. Gato stuck to what he did best.
おっさん、本当に死んじゃった。
That he did.
が言いたかったのは、みんな最後には死んじゃうってことだけ。
Well, I think you just underestimated Gatos.
殺す気なんて、死ねばいいなんて思うわけないじゃん。なのにどうして自分から死んじゃうのよ。そんな私困る。ひどいよ。おっさんどうして死んじゃうの。かっこつけて人を本気で感心させて人生観変えちゃって。なのにそれと引き換えに死なれちゃったらどうするの。おっさんを犠牲にしてのうのうと生きているなんてみっともなさすぎる。私今度こそ行き場がない。やだ、もうやだ。こんな惨めな私、恥ずかしくって生きてなんかいられない。来ないで、誰も来ないで。私なんかずっと一人ぼっちで引きこもっていればいいんだ。
And off she goes into her ball. Gato's words weren't able to save Jinako. No, them may be wrong. If anything, Gato probably saved Jinako too well. She made sure Jinako got the message and then some. So it's Jinako who can't deal with still being around. The answer Gato showed her was so correct that Jinako, who hates her own weakness so much, couldn't take it anymore.
カウント機構の消失確認しました。状態異常、オールクリア。迷宮第12階は SG を失い、一時的な安定状態に保たれています。
ラニー、あなたのシステムボイスが今ほどありがたいことはありません。冷静さを取り戻すにはいい反応です。いえ、こんな言い方しかできない自分が嫌になりますね。お聞きの通りです。一時こちらに帰還してください。この先は彼女の心の中での戦いです。我々にも心を整理する時間が必要でしょう。
Yeah. Let's just go back then, shall we? Julius isn't here. We still can. We're gonna read Jinako's SG. Nope, same as usual. We got nothing for information matrices. Nope. And that's the end of the day. Yes. Curse of Death. Jinko's third SG. Oh no, it's a safe preventing character. Too bad your progress has been lost. But it's also gonna end someday, so I decided I won't do anything. I thought when it ends someday, I want to be smiling, which is the real me anyways. Which is the real easy mode. Your free sizes?
109、87、112。ふかふかボディだもん。
What's your weak point?
知らないっすよ。けど、髪を撫でられるのは好きだったかな。
What's your fetish?
イケてるボイス最高。カエルナさんだってそこだけは高得点なのにさ。
What's your favorite color of underwear?
見せる相手がいないので、あえてのセクシーブラック。本当は白だけどね。悪い？
Alright, that's all there is to it. So, he recovered Jinako's final SG, and all that remains is to tear down the Labyrinth Relief. Yet, unlike the previous Sentinels, Rin and Rani, what happens with Jinako doesn't really explain much. Her situation could be described like an atonement, being overwhelmed with shame. And then there's that man, Monji Gato. Now let's be straight, Praetor. What say you about Gato's passing? Let's just go with I don't regret it. I see. That's fine. That man, who lived heartily and whimsically, knew that at the very end, he would bear everything around him on his shoulders. Then he may have said, God damn it, and would have come back. And then I think he would start complaining. His behavior at the end was unbefitting of his character. He said that life is pretty much his. However, acting like he did Anyone would mistake his act for something lofty. Judging by the end of his man who left life away is the meaning of anything found in death. I think even Gato would turn bleak at
どう
that.
したマスタ
Huh?
ー
You're surprised that I speak well of him. I got carried away. Never asked. I never. Did I think the words would fly out of my tongue, but I praise that man's virtue. All I'm really saying is that everything about is conflicted with who I am. Is all. He has a silver lining. Well, enough of that. Let's end the day and go to sleep, like logs. Hopefully, it will ease us.
しばしの休息
I'm tired.
を
Tomorrow will certainly feel fresh as a newborn. But just for tonight, let's depart and sleep as the dead do. That's rather morbid, considering what just happened. Alright. Another night without sunset or sunrise passes. I recall that after we came back yesterday, Leo told me he wanted to discuss something. I feel down, but I have to head to the student council room. After all, we have yet to clear the labyrinth. Our final confrontation with Jinoko awaits. And we are gonna do that next time. Let's just see if Saber has anything to say. Nope. Alright, that's all there is. And that's all there is. Alright everyone, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.